I'm going to start with just explaining generally the space out there and how these LMS platforms work. There are two types of LMS platforms, as I understand it. There could be 100, but as I understand it, there are two. There are those that software solution providers have created in-house, and then there are those where software solution providers have purchased a third-party solution and either are using that environment directly, or they've put a skin on top of that third-party solution and called it their own. Typically, those that have built their solutions in-house, those are older solutions. Typically, they're older solutions. They're not archaic. They're just older legacy solutions. And I say that because these third-party solutions, which are bolt-on solutions, are relatively new and very inexpensive. And that's really what I'm going to focus on in this message. So here we go. There are web platforms that are essentially inexpensive tools or inexpensive software programs that web developers use to create a website. I am going to focus on WordPress. WordPress has what is referred to as plugin options. And plugin options are third-party solutions that a website can use to integrate into their website. So you go to www.acmesolutions.com, and Acme Solutions, depending on what they're selling, may have a need to do a calculator on their website. And there is a third-party plugin calculator that you can then use on your WordPress site. There are LMS plugins. And LMS plugins, the one that I have used, the one that we are using, the one we are using and offering our customers is a tool called LearnDash. Now, if you Google WordPress LMS plugins, you'll find 4 or 5 pretty prominent plugins. When you look into the LearnDash plugin, you will see very, very familiar solutions to a potential LMS platform that you're paying for. Okay, it will shock you how much people are charging versus what this plugin costs. Now, the real cost is the labor and the knowledge and the wherewithal in getting that plugin up and running for an environment like yours. Additionally, the labor is maintaining that information going forward. So my recommendation, take some time, learn it, understand what it is you're going for, or try to find somebody who is willing to work with you in creating that platform and passing that over to you. I've seen people charge anywhere between $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 for these LMS solutions, and this plugin costs $150 a year for the license. So if you've got a website and you got your domain, your website, your certification for your website, and then you have a plugin, you're looking at $1,000 if you don't already have those things. But if your company has a website and the certification, the plugin's $150, you have a way to send your employees directly to training within your own environment, and now you're just managing the courses. So I think it's worth pursuing. I think it's worth having that conversation. This is the kind of thing, from my perspective, I'm happy to have a conversation with you and send you down the path to help you get there with or without me. This is the kind of thing that if I'm a consultant, if I'm a safety consultant, this may be another revenue stream for you at a very competitive rate, especially with small to mid-sized companies where you can integrate your program, you can provide the content and manage that effort and really just be more engaged in the overall process of your customer. what's happening behind the curtain by these third-party suppliers or software providers to manage this effort is not as complicated as what they're charging. Well, I hope this helps. If I overlooked anything, or if you have more questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. I hope this helps. Give me a shout if you have any questions. Thanks a lot.